Fat Joe, he did an interview on sneaker shopping, and he said that the beef with 50 Cent cost him millions of dollars because I guess that Jordan was supposed to do a deal with him.
Yeah.
And Michael Jordan actually talked to him on the phone and said, yo, Big Joe, I'm not with the controversy. Maybe we'll look at this in the future. And he never got a Jordan deal.
No, I believe that because, and this is what I'm saying, this goes back to motherfuckers talking shit. People don't want violence at their venue. When you go to, I remember we had a deal, shout out to my man Scotty. He got us a deal for a label called Run It Up at Def Jam. At that time, Paul Rosenberg was there. And the first thing I heard them ask an artist was like, well, do you do drugs? So this is like label protocol. When we went to the label before, what I'm saying? Nobody asked you if you do drugs, but that was like a question, like, do you do drugs? You know what I'm saying? And they want you to be able to do the business part of it. And there's a business part of it. Like right now, you see me making money outside of music. I haven't dropped any music. I made a lot of money doing interviews and now this dispensary thing, and being in the cannabis business, so, and, a lot of endorsements. So for me, the outside business, yes, when things get violent or get crazy or people think things can get violent, yes, you can use, it's big corporations. They don't want to be involved in that shit. Even the labels, they don't want a liability. They want to make sure this rapper is going to stay alive for a while or stay out of jail for a while, and not catch a Fed case for a while. Because, that's what you're seeing happen with a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I say about Chris Lighty and Mike Lighty. Rest in peace, Chris Lighty. It was like, even with the BPs back in the days, make sure 50 get a bulletproof truck. Get them bulletproof trucks. Nobody was thinking like that with artists. You know how bad we wish Biggie had a bulletproof truck? That shit's a couple of dollars to rent or get down there or have one. The game would probably be totally different because, that's one of my number one rappers. I always told, when I met his son in Little C's, you gotta get Little C's back on here because I love hearing them historic Biggie stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah,